Hello, beautiful beings. I said, Ancients, what time is it? And they said, it's tea time. So I have, what is it exactly? Let's see here. Organic nighty night, chamomile and passion flower. It is divine. Some vacation rental renters left it for me. If you ever wonder why I don't have this all straightened out and set up, it's because all my videos are spontaneous satsang. These videos have been to help me through my own ascension and to help me learn different things. It all points towards satsang, holding satsang with people in real life. And I'm getting to do that more and more. So my last video, I was talking about just feeling dissatisfied and not feeling grateful for what I have and wanting more. And of course, it's not in a materialistic way wanting more. It's just a natural feeling, they're saying, that comes with rising to yet a higher elevation vibrationally. Automatically, things are going to change on the outside. And I don't know what it looks like. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I know the gist of it, what is happening for me in my life. And so the last few days, I've been trying to put how I've been feeling in a box. I mean, the energies on planet Earth right now are incredibly unpredictable because it doesn't even have to be on a full moon or a new moon or an eclipse, and the energies just feel like I'm trying to do everything while being at the bottom of a lake. The pressure, the heaviness, the just having all the energy sucked out of me. I know it's global. I absolutely know it is. And it just comes in like a wave. And then there's days where I feel a lot more optimistic and energetic. Well, through these energies, it may suck at the time, but then I realize, oh, it's just helping me navigate these energies. And also, it has helped me to see how much I don't need to focus on the energetic weather that's happening right now. It's no longer necessary. I don't need it for survival. If I need it in survival, it will automatically come up in that moment. And when I'm holding satsang with people, of course, it's just a part of holding satsang. We can feel what you're feeling. We tune into you automatically, and they show me your timeline and what's going on, where you're stuck. And the remedy, they pour through the remedy of how to get out of it. And then it's up to the person I'm giving the message to, what they do with that. It's hands off for me. I no longer extend at all. And that's being firmly rooted in presence. But the persona has to catch up with that, because we are already that. We are always that. We have never changed from that. But this personal identity has been unconscious for lifetimes, way overstimulated, way overconditioned, in so many different ways. So that's what this ascension is literally, ascension means rising up. I don't know if I've actually looked at the definition or, Googled it, but I know I've seen rising up in the water. That's ascending to the top. And a person has to ascend from a deep depth in the water very, very slowly, or it could kill them. And that's a lot like this ascension process. It is incredibly gradual. It's a lot like hair growth. Yeah, your hair may grow fast, but it's still really slow as far as growth. as far as what the personal identity, how fast it wants things to change. I asked them once, why did my persona, or at the time it was, why do I feel like I want the answers right now? And it was to ease fear. I always felt like I just needed the answer yesterday, because if I didn't have it, if I had to wonder, then I was going to go into full-blown spin out, I called it. Just the mental activity that wouldn't stop surrounding something that I didn't feel was resolved. You know, a fight with a loved one, something like that. It would just slay me. I did it, but I could just barely get through any day with that amount of mental activity. So that's why I'm on the planet, is to help others that are suffering like that are 100% identified with all the thoughts that come through, and the ones that can't detach from, upset thoughts surrounding a certain, happening, a certain fight or a certain something, being stuck in a repetitive pattern in a relationship, tolerating the same abuse and disrespect, and not knowing how to not do that anymore. That's why we're here. Yeah, we can have a conversation with you, and our very first conversation, we will be able to tell if we are qualified to help you or not. If our continued, thank you, ancients, we will be able to tell if our continued songs would elevate us both. It is a mutual energy exchange. It's not just one-sided. I'm not. We're both the student and the teacher in satsang. Thank goodness, it's like that. And I have had the practice over 12 years now, specifically, of letting go of people that come into my life to hold satsang. Some will stay for the rest of my days, or the rest of their days. Some will come and go. And that's automatically a part of satsang. When I'm holding satsang with somebody, I know that it may be very exciting in the beginning, and the person that I just start holding satsang with feels like filled with oh my gosh, oh yeah, all these realizations, but it's rememberings. And it's very exhilarating. But then, and this is not to discourage you at all, this is to show you what the reality of satsang is. I'm not surprised that more people haven't subscribed to my channel. I got to shed a lot of personal identity. My crown chakra is going nuts right now around uploading videos for so many years, and getting so few subscribers very quickly at all. But it's because this process, this ascension I'm going through, and that we're all going through, it's really hard work. And when I start interacting with somebody, I know now that no matter how exciting and how wonderful and how close we feel in the beginning, that may peter out pretty fast. And they look at me as the cause of it. And that's okay. I don't take it personally anymore. It's actually a really good sign, because we have broken their waters. And they were in labor when they came to us. They wanted us. They begged me. They begged us to help them, and we did. And now they're in active labor, and they've went off. But we're the being doula, and so they come back. And I've noticed this over and over the years, that I just, like I told Opal once, she said, "I'm so sorry, I'm such a bad friend." No, not at all. I said, there might be something, I said, when we end each conversation, I let you go completely. I've practiced that over the years, letting people go. What a gift. What a gift. And so it has cut down on so much mind activity. There might be like when Opal entered my life, our connection is so deep. It's so soul tribe. it's, we're soul tribe members. However, certain aspects of the personal identity are still where they are for both of us. And so we've been doing this, and that's what Andrea showed me a long time ago. She always did this. She said, this is what a friendship should be like. Never like this, but like this, walking our own paths. And she said, like butterflies, not holding on. And that's what our relationship was like. We were like this for years. And then I quit drinking, and she had taught me that even if it looks like we're, going far apart, we're side by side. And so there was a little bit of something right at first when that moment came, that, I was just like, oh, I haven't been letting her go because she hasn't been going, but I feel her going. And and so I was just like, oh, really? She's gonna go? And they're like, she'll be back. You guys are just as close. She's not leaving you. This is nothing personal. And I haven't felt like that since. Now I know that when we interact, it's the divine orchestrating those interactions. And it's just beautiful. And when I think of her, it's just loving. It's not, oh man, she disappeared. I thought we were going to do stuff together. I thought she's told me she was going to bring me kombucha twice and never did. I was thinking those thoughts because I felt like I'd been love bombed. Yeah, because the guys that love bomb me, they love bomb me, and it felt so good. There's no feeling about it anymore. I can see it for exactly what it is. And that's what this felt like. But it's not. No, it's not at all, because when I see her, it's so genuine. The hugs are so genuine. She's just, we're all going through life lessons. But when they go out of my life, they know where to find me. They know that they will find me. And I told her once, I said, you're never lost. We can see exactly where you are on the timeline of any lesson, any life lesson. And this is school. So we're not here to specifically make lifelong friends in the way that we've been taught we need to in order to feel the security that we thought we needed. Thank you, ancients. Yeah, things are changing. Relationships are changing. Friendships are changing more in the way of, loving with an open hand, loving more from the heart space rather than the personal identity. It's so beautiful, so much more expansive. There's no desperation, there's no insecurity, there's no grabbing on, there's no resistance. There's no resistance. Oh, so wonderful. There's just no end to the amount of resistance we can actually release. And that equals being more firmly rooted in presence, which we already are. But that's what's happening through this ascension, is this personal identity is becoming, in its natural state. I'm not religious, but they keep showing me the Garden of Eden and how it started out. Oh, my crown chakra is really going nuts right now. They're saying that it doesn't really matter how people perceive what we're saying. It's the feeling that it evokes in whoever's listening. You'll feel what you need to feel. You'll hear exactly what you need to hear. And I don't need to worry about somebody that's thinking in the way that's not serving their highest good. So they keep showing me Adam and Eve. I know why I hold my arms up. I ask them because if I lay them on the table, then I'm wiggling this. And I just have to talk with my hands too. So okay, what does that mean exactly? But I'm also seeing all the beautiful beings that have come to the planet, all the earth angels that don't specifically have a gender identity. And that's what the divine is. The divine is genderless, whatever's breathing us and beating our hearts. Creator is genderless. So I'm seeing the Garden of Eden when creation began. I don't think I'm really seeing it. Could you show it to me? Why not ask? It doesn't hurt to ask, right? But they're saying that that's the ascension process. That's where it's leading back to, is getting to experience like the mind in its natural state of being, which is presence. It's the mind is, my heart just palpitated in resonance. The mind is just a tool basically for this life experience. And just whatever happened, the overthinking that happened, all the conditioning, all the different ways of thinking, all the habitual ways of thinking that turned into beliefs. A belief is just a habitual way of thinking. And if you don't know what habitual means, it just means a thought we keep thinking until we believe it, until it's second nature. That's conditioning. And so the ascension process is unconditioning those thought frequencies and reconditioning different thought behaviors. Yeah, it's not easy, not at all. And so I just admire everybody that actually watches the whole video. I'm just so happy that you do that. It's absolutely wonderful to know that somebody is listening right now. Not because I feel alone, but because it's yet more proof that things are getting better, not worse. And more people, you guys are proof of that, are subscribing to the channel. And what that shows me is, what does that show me exactly? Well, it's an outward manifestation of releasing the resistance of the conditioned persona. Ah, it's beautiful. Yeah, they're saying it's not a popularity contest, that's for sure. And I swear, without recording these videos, I feel like my ascension would have taken a lot longer than it has. I'm not saying I'm through it. I highly doubt I will ever say that. I used to say it when I still had a lot of personal identity. I'm like, okay, I think that was it. Oh my gosh. And then about 3 years in, I was just like, I'm never saying that again. And I didn't. I did not. I thought it a few times. Oh, thank God that's over. Oh man. About 8 months ago, I think, I was just like, Moonstar, Ocean, I'm done being surprised. I'm done being surprised that there's yet more lessons to learn, that I'm going through this again. It's so crazy. It has shown me through this ascension how I've had the idea that, oh, I'm absolutely done with that one now. Well, that's how it should feel, they're saying. Yeah, okay. I wasn't doing anything wrong by saying that. It felt like I was through it. My crown chakra. Is your crown chakra going nuts right now? But then the fine tuning, because I don't know what it looks like when it's over, when a certain part is completely shut off and it won't come up again. Well, it's when I've released enough resistance around it and I've starved the thoughts of it completely. And that has happened with so many things. Things that I thought were absolutely insurmountable. I can't even tell you what they were now. Wow. Yeah. things that I felt like I couldn't even, people I didn't feel like I could live without. I barely even think about them anymore. And if I do, I'm not interested. Genuinely. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so I don't have to label the feelings that I'm feeling now. It's just new energy on planet Earth. And my mind was trying to label it as something negative because there hasn't been a whole lot of energy. It doesn't feel like uplifting energy. It feels pretty heavy right now. But that's okay. So do my weights that I'm lifting. That doesn't always feel pleasant. Actually, well, it does sometimes. Yeah, I really like how it feels to work out. More and more because I'm getting stronger and stronger. It really, really sucks for a while to work out and feel that weakness leaving my body. It just feels like pain to me. I worked out this morning. Wait. Put that in the folder, please. Rewind a little bit. What was I going to say? They took it back out of the folder. If I remember, I will. Whatever. Okay, so I worked out this morning. Oh, it's a part of that. Oh. So I worked out this morning and I realized today that thank you. Oh, because the energies are so unpredictable, I can't go, oh, it's a full moon. That's why. No. I never know what it's going to feel like from day to day. So I'm working out in the mornings because that I set the tone for my day. I don't, even if I'm feeling a heavy energy, I'm still going to fight through it. Not if I feel fatigued from work, but for the most part, I will fight through it. So I can set the tone for my life and not be blown about by these different energies. And I'm done being the energy forecast person. I don't need to do that. When I wake up in the morning, go, oh my gosh, I can barely move. The energy feels so heavy and thick today. No, I'm starving all of it. I can do that. I know how to do that. I just didn't realize that I could do that with this. I had no idea. But now I'm looking at it. I'm shining my light of awareness on it. Now I see it clearly. I don't need to do that anymore. They're saying there was a long period of time that I absolutely needed to do that. But I don't need to do it anymore. I don't need to label what the energy feels like. I don't need to try to figure out who it's coming from. Dudes, come up now. Get up, get up, get up, get up. He's sitting down there staring at me, trying to take my energy. He doesn't try to, but he takes my attention, and that feels like taking my energy because I forget what I'm saying when I'm distracted. But I'm sure that I said what I wanted to say. I've never seen why it's so important to to just keep fighting, to keep a very structured. I have to go with the ebbs and flows of life too. It's just mental commentary around working out. They're saying that's all there is. That's all it is. I can starve that too. Because I will work out anyway. I will be in my natural flow. I'll work out way more often than not, which I do. That's what I've been doing since January, but I still have so much mental activity around it. I've literally been trying to make working out a habit for at least 7 years. Oh, yeah. Oh, at least 7 years, because that's when I started my YouTube channel is over 7 years ago now. So I finally gotten to the point where I do work out at least every other day, unless like if I'm working too hard, then I just do some stretches. But I have had this shift today where I see how important it is for me to have that type of structure in my life, especially first thing in the morning. But my mind says, but you feel so weak. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. throughout the day, my mind can use any excuse not to work out. In the morning, it feels absolutely amazing to work out because I do my warm up, I do my workout, I do my cool down, and then I stretch at night. It's absolutely perfect. And then throughout the day, when I think about working out, I just think about how amazing I feel and how proud of myself I am and how I'm excited to do my stretches that night. So, yeah, and on my days off, I work out every other day. I really relax into that. Yeah, I don't exert myself. Uh, when I'm not working quite so much, I will do some hiking with Doozer, for sure. I love to go hiking. Okay, I think that's it for now. Oh, it's just all so exciting because when things aren't in focus, like the last few days, I'm just like, what's happening? Things just feel so oh, what's happening? And then right before I was leaving the tiny house today, that's one of the realizations I had was right before, always right before a major aha, a major shift, this is how I feel. Like, what? Wait, what's happening? Why do I feel energetically chaotic? And it's so crazy because the the shed contractions are so fast right now. I will start in a shed and be out of it within days and then headed right back into another one. Yeah, it's very beautiful. I've never experienced this before, and it's definitely not as painful. It's least painful than it ever has been through this whole ascension. So, okay, that's it for now. I think maybe waffles are calling me. Waffles with my tea. A British accent came through earlier, and I said somebody's coming through with a British accent, and now I'm having tea. A spot of tea, they said. Is a British person watching this video right now? Please let me know. All right. satsangwithmamaji@gmail.com. We love you so much.